So I'm going to prove the other half of the theorem, which is that no other non-trivial betweenness holds among the three. Now, what do I mean by a non-trivial betweenness? Well, technically, due to the definitions that I gave for betweenness, we could ask, is A between itself, so to speak? I could just plug in A for every point in this equation and ask, do I get a true equation? Well, on the left-hand side, because I know that the distance from A to A is equal to 0, that's what the whole left-hand side is. Each part over here is also 0 plus 0, which I know is equal to 0. And then it all comes out true. So, in fact, yeah, technically, in a weird way, A is in between itself, according to this definition. Now, that's why we call it trivial, is just to kind of disregard it as a true, meaningful version of betweenness. But that's what I'm going to investigate here, is, that no other non-trivial betweenness relation holds. If you have some other betweenness, like A in between B and C, then something comes out trivial. And so how am I going to show that? Well, I'm going to use yet another new proof technique, which is called conditional proof. That's what I write over here, is that this is an assumption for a conditional proof. Now, how does a conditional proof go? Again, like proof by contradiction, it follows a kind of common sense proof method, which you could think about if you had an argument that if the radius of a circle is 2, because therefore the diameter is twice as big as the radius, therefore the radius is equal to 4. And then you could make the assertion, if the radius is 2, then the radius is 4. You get to express that conditional sentence, if this then that. And that's what I want, right? The thing I'm trying to prove is if there is some other betweenness relation, then it's trivial in some way. So what I want is a conditional sentence. I will use a conditional proof to get it. And I start off by assuming what's called the antecedent of the conditional and arriving at the consequent. So I've spent enough time setting it up. I'll make a separate video on actually doing the proof.